What's up everyone? It is race week. It is Friday at 12 p.m. We're just about to make our way down to Galveston and drive down with the team. But we're going to answer a few questions because I feel like race week, there's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of people have a lot of questions. So I put a Q&A on my Instagram story and we're just going to be answering a bunch of questions. That's the most asked that will help you for race day, because I wish I had these questions answered when I was going into this and when I was going into race day. So hopefully this video helps you, and let's get into the questions. How can I train for a race without losing muscle? I think one of the main things I look at is, first off, making sure you're fueling enough. I know I had a big issue with that before, thinking the less food I eat, the more lean and the more strong I will get, just because me looking at my body, I think that would be the right way, I thought. But then after learning and testing and eating a lot and eating the right amount of carbs, proteins, and fats throughout the day, fueling for each workout, but then also refueling after the workouts, I think refueling is a big part of that. Same with lifting heavy, because when I'm in the gym, I'm only doing 4 to 8 reps usually 5 sets of 5 reps, with a 5 set being an AMRAP, as many reps as possible. Because when we're in the gym, we want to push really hard and to force our muscles to stay, because we're doing so much endurance work. When I'm on the bike for 3-4 hours, that's not a lot of muscle building and strength, it's more muscular endurance. So then when I step in the gym, it's that part of it. So definitely fueling and lifting heavy in the gym. If I could be faster in one discipline, what would I pick? I would have to pick, I mean, this is my fastest discipline I feel like right now, but just with the time I could make up on the bike will be more than the time on the run, or the more than the time on the swim. Because if I'm going from a 2:20 bike to a 2-hour bike, that's 20 minutes. But in a swim, I can't cut down 20 minutes because I'm not going to do like an 8-minute swim. Or the run, I'm not going to cut down 20 minutes and do like an hour and a half. But yeah, I'd say the bike, but then more so overall, just everything combining could make my time a lot lower. How would I deal with ankle pain and knee pain? I would deal with ankle pain and knee pain by looking at the factors that could be my injury or could be aggravating those areas. I think number one, the shoes you're wearing, are they fitted for you? Have you got your shoe kind of adjusted to your foot? Have you gone into a running store to ask, okay, how is my instep? What shoes fit me? Next is my stride, where I'm landing. Am I landing on my heels, my midfoot, my toes? How are my hips? What is the muscles that is working more than the muscles that are working weaker? And then it just goes back to your recovery, your fueling, and making your joints kind of new, because if you don't take care of them, they'll wear down over time. My best advice for beginners getting into triathlon would be starting and seeing if you like it before spending a shit ton of money on bikes and shoes and gear and stuff. When I started, I gave myself a limit for a bike. I had $700 that I said, okay, I'll buy this bike, I'll try it out, I'll see if I like it, and if I like it, I'll keep kind of upgrading and keep investing into the sport that I obviously love now. But for a beginner, I'd say don't compare yourselves either. Don't look at me, don't look at Lucy Charles Barkley, don't look at anyone, Nick Bear, if you're getting into lifting or anything. Don't compare yourselves to other people, because that will just demotivate you, and it's not realistic for you to be at that spot. Because I've been training my ass off for the past 2 years and I had a big athletic background. So when you're comparing to me, it's putting yourself down, but you shouldn't be doing that. I had a hard time with that, comparing myself to other people that were faster than me, bigger than me, stronger than me, in hockey, in triathlon, in lifting, in business. But you have to just realize this is your race, this is your journey, and you need to move forward with yourself and where you're at, and just enjoy the process. I've been training seriously for about a year and a half now. I'd say the past 8 months have been the most serious. So from like June 2022 to now, I think that's, I guess it's been around 10 months that I've been training seriously. So the more I train seriously, the faster I get and the more I know about the sport. So I'm just gonna continue to do this. I use BPN supplements, and my supplement routine in a day, when I wake up, electrolytes and creatine, the first things I consume before coffee, before eating, before anything, because when we're sleeping, we lose so much and we're not hydrating during the night. So the electrolytes definitely get me ready for the day, especially if I'm gonna be doing long sessions like a bike or a swim or a run or a lift. And then I use BPN Flight, BPN Endo Pump, BPN Peak Sleep some nights to have the best sleeps. You sleep so deep. And then I do vegan protein from BPN. I like the peanut butter cookie one, that's my favorite. And then I've tried G1M Sport, but I haven't like touched on it a ton. But yeah, I use BPN supplements. Who did I look up to growing up? I think the number one person I looked up to when I was young, was my dad. He for sure persuaded me in sports and athletics and just going about life. I looked up to my mom. I think my parents were a big part of my life and a big part of my upbringing, and I definitely looked up to them. And then around 13, 14 years old, I started looking up to people outside my family and people that were way higher than me in kind of like a business perspective and like a life perspective. I mean, my mom and my dad are still very big role models for me and the way I kind of look at life. But then as I got into fitness, as I got into the stuff I love, I think one person that stood out to me when I was 13, 14 was Nick Bear. I started creating content because of him. A big reason I quit hockey was because of him too, and just to see how his journey kind of uptrend to where it is now, I think that motivated me a ton. Another one is Ben Francis, the CEO and founder of Gymshark. He is just a crazy entrepreneur. He's doing a ton of great stuff with Gymshark, and yeah, his story is inspirational as well. And then Devin Levesque, he is a really big role model for me. He's my mentor. I talk to him a ton. I keep in touch with him, and he is just someone that lives life to his fullest and has a lot of good values. And I love people that have the same values as me and just want to live a fun life, because I do, I know I do, and just to surround yourself with people like that, I think that's a huge important thing for me. What do I like to do for fun outside of training? A lot of it is training. A lot of my life is training and work, obviously, but outside of training, I really like to golf. I really like to go out for drinks with my friends, go for dinners. I love dinners, I love eating. And another big part is just spending time with friends and family, because I feel like now my training, my work, it's very like serious, like in your head, but then when you get outside of that, I kind of just like let loose and just chill with family and friends. Yeah, just hanging out. I think that's my favorite part. I like playing cards, I like playing Monopoly and stuff. I'm not a big video gamer. I usually jump on with my friends when they're playing, but I used to play Fortnite a lot in hockey, but now I just play when my friends play. I also love watching hockey still. I know I don't play hockey, but I still watch it and still love to kind of see some of my buddies playing in college, in the NHL, in the AHL, in the WHL, and just watching them grow. I chose to race Ironman Texas 70.3 in Galveston again this year because last year is my first one, and I think I have to do this just to see my improvements from my first year to my second year starting, because it's only been a year, and to see the amount of improvements one can make in 1 year, for me it's inspiring. Like when I look at myself and my kind of times in my resume, I look at myself and I'm impressed from what I'm doing, and it's just really motivating for me when I kind of take a step back and I look at me, like what did I do this year, what am I doing? I'm super impressed by me, and I think that's just pushing me more to kind of surround myself with myself and my energy. How have I liked living in Texas? I have really enjoyed living in Texas. I think the number one thing that stands out to me is the people. The people are super genuine. I don't think I've met a community and a town more genuine. Winnipeg is super genuine. Kelowna, I love Kelowna. Austin, everyone is nice. It seems like everyone is nice. I was kind of skeptical about coming down here and how the people would act, but when you're just on the street, when you're at the gym, when you're at a grocery store, it seems like when you have a conversation with someone, you can have a 30-minute conversation with just a stranger, and I really like that open community and that open kind of conversation. It's really like that in Canada, some places in Canada, not some other places, and then in Sweden it was not like Texas, so I'm really enjoying it here in Austin. When I started my fitness journey, a lot of my workouts were solely for aesthetics, solely for the way I looked. After hockey, after my hockey practice, after my hockey kind of team workout, I would go to the gym and do like bodybuilding stuff. And I remember a bunch of my teammates and a bunch of my coaches just ripping me apart, saying how I work out too much and how I will burn out. And I totally see how I was overworking, not getting me to be a better hockey player, but to just kind of look better. And now I'm kind of transitioning into like the performance mindset, how I'm feeling and how I'm gonna race the best I can, especially in triathlon. Like I've been barely touching my arms and chest just because I don't want to have this hold me down to make me faster, because it's really just counterintuitive to, if I want to be the best and fastest Ironman athlete I can be, but also being hybrid, I need to focus less on building muscle, but more focused on like strength. That's why I'm doing the 5 reps of 5 sets. My favorite triathlon discipline, it's not swimming. It is not swimming. I'd have to say it's either cycling or running. Cycling because I've always liked biking as a kid, and I always look forward to a ride on my trainer outside with friends. But then running, you can't beat a nice run outside in the sun. So I'm gonna have to say biking because I've liked it since a kid, and running just because I kind of do it now with triathlon. Some fueling suggestions for endurance, I think first would be hydration, making sure you're getting enough water. I like to shoot for 4 liters a day, and then after workouts, refueling with water, and then electrolytes all day long with salts, magnesium, potassium, just to refuel, because when I sweat so much, when we sweat a lot, we need to be re-upping those levels. So the electrolytes is a big one, sodium's a big one, and then obviously carbohydrates, proteins, and fats as soon as you can after the workout. I mean, I know a lot of people are busy and stuff, but just try to keep up with your supplements, with your electrolytes, with your hydration, to fuel yourself for this workout, but also know that you have to fuel after every workout so we're good for the next one, and just keep the cycle going.
What's your long-term vision for hacks?
My long-term vision for hacks, I don't know. Like, I know I want to have a community. I know this is moving super fast, but I just want to cherish everyone inside it right now and grow with it. I don't have like a solidified plan. I know what's going to happen in a year. I know what's going to happen in 5 years, but I know that if we just move with each other, and if we move together and not go too fast, and cherish the experience, the people, and mostly just cherish the experience, because I know with the team aspect of it, you can really have a good community of people and not rushing it, so pieces could fall out, pieces could fall apart. I just want to cherish the quality, genuine community to grow with it and see how big it goes. Yeah. I do carry equipment for flats on the course. I carry a CO2 cartridge, an inner tube, and then a tool to get my tire out. Yeah, I learned how to change my tire after Texas last year when I popped my tire, and then I had to wait for the like the escorts to come help me and fix my tire. But what lessons have I learned about growing hacks? I think number one is cherishing the people that respect you and giving them your time, because at the start of a business, you can really mess it up by not respecting people and giving them the time they're giving you and giving more back. I think you need to be giving more than just taking more, because I want to share hacks hats, I want to give away hats, I want to give away money, I want to give away stuff on YouTube to athletes, opportunities and stuff. So I think the biggest thing would be just cherishing the people. Like be a good person, be nice, be respectful, treat everyone like you want to be treated. And I think after that, don't be scared to have conversations. Don't be scared to go up to people that are maybe intimidating for you. Like for me, it was very intimidating to go up to Nick Bear. But then after I chatted with him, I saw him a couple times. Everyone's the same. Everyone's a human being. We have all been in a lot of similar situations in life, obviously not the same, but we're all just someone that want to build something, especially if you want to build a business. My favorite part of traveling is seeing new places and not being there, and seeing new people, because something for me that I think it just fuels me is the fact in meeting new people, and I've never met them before, and there will always be a new place to go to. Like I feel like the world is our playground, and we kind of have to treat it like that, if you're able to, obviously. And that's why I like to do triathlon and doing this online hybrid athlete community, just so we can all travel. We aren't locked to one location, because I like to have the location freedom and the freedom to travel and just be in different places to connect with different individuals, different communities, and take stuff from different communities that I value and bring them into my life and my circle and my people, and leave the stuff maybe I don't value, and then just take away certain things that I value into other parts of my life. My upcoming race schedule is obviously this Sunday, April 2nd, Galveston. We have 4 Hacks athletes racing that. And then for me, I'm doing May 28th, Ironman Victoria. We have around 20 athletes going there, so that will be a huge race for us. We have a huge Airbnb. We have another house with other Hacks athletes. And then during the summer, I haven't planned anything, but I do know I want to make Ironman Kona, and fulls will be my main priority after the summer. When I get into it hard, I'm gonna take summer more chill, kind of still keep the momentum, but not go as hard as I have been going, just to give me a little break into full training after summer, because that's gonna be very intense. So thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, comment them below, DM me on Instagram. And if you want to join Hacks, hit the link below. I posted another video on everything about Hacks, the Q&A and everything. And yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be a fun race on Sunday. And hopefully we'll do good. We will do good. We just have to be the best with what we can do. And with that being said, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.